Hi, my name is Eric Pennington. Welcome to the Epic Living blog. I'm so very glad that you decided to join us today. I want to talk to you about what you have to lose. I know it may sound a little strange right out of the gate, but it really has a lot to do with you breaking those breakthroughs that you so desperately want. It has a lot to do with your performance. Well, let me set it up a little bit like this. I've been doing a lot of evaluation of performance in people here in the last couple of months. And it got me thinking here that in doing that, what are the things that hold us back from performing at a level that we need to, whether it be in our careers or in life, in our families, you name it. And I'm really of the mind that it has a lot to do with what we accumulate over the span of our lives. The things that we have, that we maybe think we possess, but we really don't. What are the things in your mind that you have to lose? I mean, if something happened to them, if you couldn't have them any longer, what would the loss be for you? Would it devastate you? Would it cripple your performance, cripple your ability to function? If you answer the question, my family is on that list, that I absolutely understand. To lose anyone from your family would be devastating. But what if it was my career, my position, money? Now, I'm not advocating that anyone take those losses, but in the end, if you didn't have all that you have now in those areas, how would you be? How would you function? How would your performance be? Now, don't get me wrong. I know from my own experience that losing any of those things can put a crimp in your ability to perform at a high level. But I'm speaking of, what do you do after you recover? How are you when you sort of have gotten over it, if I can say it like that? That's a big issue for a lot of people. And I'm going to address today a little bit from my own experience and maybe try to give you some tips on how to live what I call lightly. My own experience has been, when I was in my corporate life many years ago, I accumulated so much. And it wasn't just material things. It was just all of my weight that I carried around. Position, power, all of those different things that come along with the kind of life at least I was living. And when I left the corporate world, all that went away. I was very much in a position where I didn't get the same number of phone calls every day. I didn't have people reaching out to me as they once did. Matter of fact, that list was very, very small of people who had any interest to talk to me. Now, part of it was people move on. They get on with their lives, work lives and regular lives, whatever you want to call it. But another part of it is that I was no longer valid or significant in that world. And as much as it hurt me in the beginning, as I look at it now, it was one of the best things that ever happened to me, because it started me on a path of learning how to live less. And I mean that, as I said at the beginning, about living lightly. See, now in my life, I have a very short list of the things that I have to lose. And I will tell you, I hope that I won't. But it's fascinating to me over time to be able to look back and see that the things that I thought I needed back in my corporate days, I don't need it anymore. It's not only freeing, but it also has created in me stronger and better performance. It's also created in me an urgency to take chances, to take risks, to go after things that maybe before I had too much to lose. And even though maybe 70% of what I had to lose was really not that important, it was enough of a hindrance that I would not dream. I wouldn't seek after a better way. That's what I mean, that when we accumulate things, relationships that are not truly valid and they don't belong in our lives, it prevents us from being the things that we've dreamed of being, and even beyond that, what we were made to do. So as you take a look at your inventory and you ask yourself, what do I have to lose today? Today. Do a double check. If you can say, this is really not that important, maybe you should consider changing it or giving it up. Now, it's not my advice to you today to run out and make any great leaps off of the cliff, if you will. I'd make it a slow process. Talk to your spouse. Talk to an advisor, a mentor, or a coach. Get their feedback. Go slow. Small steps. It's small steps that lead to big breakthroughs, you know. So as I kind of ended here today, what do you have to lose? And what you might find out is that what you have to lose are the things that are blocking you from the things you've always wanted. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next time.